Ah, tea time.
Welcome everybody! Solden of the Grin Brothers here, and it's time for I guess this counts as a tea time. This is more of a miscellaneous update style video sort of thing, but you know what? Let's call it a tea time. That sounds better than update thingamajiggy. Give it a better classification. Anyway, diving right on to the main point of this update video, is the fact that the to-be-commissioned Raffle 2024 has opened. For those who aren't unaware, the to-be-commissioned Raffle is something I host over on DeviantArt. It's a raffle which decides not only the playthrough of the year that the Grin Brothers will do, it also decides on an artist to be commissioned for said playthrough. I'll just bring up the rules here, and I've got an information post which I'll link to, of course, in the summary below. The to-be-commissioned raffle is a unique raffle that I host here on DeviantArt. Most raffles reward the winning ticket holder with a prize from the host, usually an artwork, but this raffle works the opposite. The winning ticket holder gives me, the host, an artwork, which they are paid for as a commission with additional tips and promotion on top. The raffle was set up as a way for me to decide between artists I want to commission, discover new artists to commission, and as a way to decide what game my brother and I would play on our Let's Play channel, The Grin Brothers. The winner of the raffle gets to choose the game out of 6 choices, and the artwork they are commissioned for is based around the selected game. The raffle is hosted once every January, ending in around 2 to 3 weeks. The winner gets commissioned, is paid for with a bit extra on top, gets promoted via their artwork featuring in the corresponding Let's Play, and I may potentially consider commissioning those who enter in the raffle for other artworks throughout the year. It's a great way for me to find artists whose artworks I enjoy, and it can be the same for you. And yeah, that's the brief sort of overall rules of it, as sort of like a summary of it sort of thing. The to-be-commissioned raffle is to this year, is starting on the 6th of January, simply because normally I used to host it on Mondays, but, to open it up sort of thing. But I usually work Mondays now, so it's just easier if I open it on a Saturday where I don't usually work Saturdays. So I'm opening on the 6th for Saturday, and it'll be running for 3 weeks, with the last day being the 27th of January. And the raffle results will then be announced on the 28th of January. And for those of you unaware, or who are at least familiar with this channel, last year's 2023's raffle result was Okami, with the artwork done by Duckadoodles. And we do have a 13 episode Let's Play of Okami on the channel as a result. And that could be the same case this year, where there will be a 12 to 13 episode Let's Play on the channel, with an artist sort of having drawn a unique opening and ending artwork for it, featuring Nanka and Hat, of course. Whilst the thing is hosted on DeviantArt, I've decided to branch it out, and so it's not exclusive to just DeviantArt users. If you have a Twitter account or a Tumblr account, the sites that Raffle and myself, Solden, happen to also have sort of profiles on, we can communicate with you via there, and so you can be entered through into the to-be-commissioned raffle via those means. So yeah, it's not just DeviantArt users, but it's primarily hosted on DeviantArt with the rules as follows. Well, now that I've said that, I must explain the rules. You must be able to accept payment via PayPal, the payment method, in order to enter. This can be done through owning a PayPal account, though I have been able to pay people through Ko-fi and Bootsy in the past. So, whilst I would prefer if it's a much clearer, simpler PayPal method, I have been able to pay people through Ko-fi and Bootsy. Admittedly, through my PayPal, but yeah, you get the point. The raffle's winner artwork must be uploaded to DeviantArt. In the event you don't own a DeviantArt account, permission must be granted for me to upload the artwork to DeviantArt via my account, naturally with links and credits back to the original artist and the upload of the artwork on other sites. This is the thing to allow the Twitter and Tumblr users to be able to enter sort of thing. I'm still very much focused on, DeviantArt is just like a sole place to store the majority of my artworks. It's just easier that way. A little bit less convenient now that a lot of people have been leaving, but The commission you create upon winning has a budget limit of £175, though this does not include the tip I will add on top. Usually the tip is a way to both round out the sort of commission budget, and usually at the very minimum is about 10 quid extra I will add onto it. And then I sort of also round up sort of thing so that it's a better looking thing for my bank account and a better looking sort of sum to give to you sort of thing. But yeah, £10 is the minimum that I will give a tip, but it all depends. It's usually if I hit the 175 mark or sort of thing, it's it gets harder to tip at that point sort of thing. But, if you're under that, the tip could be 15, it's even been 20 quid before, you never know. And of course, there's the rounding up part, so The commission artwork must be based upon one of 6 game choices, the choices available differing each year. And just for the sake of the fact that it rolls in rather naturally, let me talk to you about the 6 game choices. They are Kirby Mouse Attack, otherwise known as Squeak Squad. It's good old-fashioned Kirby platforming with bubbles and beasts. A DS game that is playable and recordable thanks to the Wii U's Virtual Console. Gosh, I love that thing. Nier Automata. Platinum Games action in a robotic post-apocalypse starring 2B, a character quite renowned for her unique and stellar outfit. Pangya, or Super Swing Golf in this case, because, you know, strange sort of like naming conventions for this series. It's a Wii game, fantasy sports, charmingly occurs in Super Swing Golf goodness. You may have seen a few videos of Pangya in the past on this channel because, you know, I reviewed it as part of Wii Wonders, so you have an example of what that game would be like. Pokemon TCG, the Pokemon trading card game in Game Boy Color form. Experience the classic and nostalgic playground game wrapped up in a single-player adventure. Again, thanks to the Switch Online with its Game Boy Color options sort of library sort of thing, I'm able to play, you know, use a Game Boy Color as part of the Raffle sort of thing. So that's a very distinctive option. Senran Kagura Peach Ball. Sexy pinball on the Switch as you bounce balls to save kunoichis in a crazy adventure. You may know that we have played Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash on the channel before as a Let's Play, and so this is another Senran Kagura option, though it seems rather funny that we have not played any of the mainline games, and all of our sort of like potential options to play are the spin-offs of Senran Kagura. Not Senran Kagura Reflections though, that's not much of a game. But yeah, Peach Ball is pinball, is, pinball. Pinball, it's a pinball game with sexy ladies. And finally, Tangle Tower. A mystery game of witty writing and challenging puzzles presented with distinctive style. And you'll be seeing all those games pop up via the trailers and little clips I managed to record, just to give you a good idea of them. The games are... Some of the games were chosen by me, some of the games were chosen by Raffle. One of them is a game that was the most popular choice on the last year's 2B commissioned raffle that didn't get voted through, but because it was the most popular choice, we carry it over. And 3 of the games were suggested by entrants in the 2B commissioned raffle 2023. So we do keep in mind people's entries or like recommendations and such. In fact, that is actually how you get an additional raffle ticket, by making sure you suggest potential future games we could include on this raffle. So back to those rules. Said commission artwork must also include either my OC Nanka and or my brother's OC hat. Both can also be included, as well as other characters and even your own seeds, provided the artwork doesn't go over the aforementioned budget limit. We do certainly prefer if both Nanka and hat can be included on the artwork, but we know certain commission prices would take it over that 175 quid, and we can't really go over that, particularly when we're also giving a tip on top. But yeah, depending on how things go, multiple characters can be included. We've got like several of these artworks shown off before, so maybe I'll have show some of them up on screen as well. The commissioned artwork cannot be mature rated, though light ecchi / light gore is accepted. To what extent is up to discussion and dependent on factors such as the chosen game. Like, for instance, Senran Kagura, in this example, it's a very ecchi game. I'd be quite surprised if say it wins and the commissioned artwork didn't have an ecchi quality to it, sort of thing. Meanwhile, for instance, if we ever had a more M-rated sort of game with like a horror game or such, gore would likely end up being an element of it. It depends on the game. You must be okay with having the artwork featuring within our Let's Play videos. You would be credited for it and linked back to, and used as a styling / cover art for the playthrough of the game. Obviously. The commission should preferably be completed before the end of May, but extensions can be granted via discussion. We are hoping this year to have the playthrough up in I think June? No, July. We're hoping to have the playthrough uploaded in July because we felt that August was a bit too late when we started uploading the Okami videos, and we feel July would, probably hit the audience better sort of thing, be more visible. So June maybe, but definitely July. We'd definitely like it to be uploaded in July. So getting the commission completed before the end of May so we can include it in the sort of videos and get it rendered in time is really handy. To enter the raffle and be given a raffle ticket, you simply need to comment on the raffle post with your choice of game, out of the 6 that will be featured. You can earn up to 2 additional raffle tickets. An additional raffle ticket is rewarded for suggesting a game to be included in next year's raffle. You can suggest multiple games though, but it's only 1 raffle ticket for suggesting games. A further ticket is rewarded for sharing that year's to be commissioned raffle via status post / journal post and providing proof. I may also do this if you manage to, say, reblog it on Tumblr or retweet it with Twitter, or heck, you know, if you're doing it via YouTube sort of thing. So long as, again, you've got some means to access, you know, discuss and post the artwork. We could also do it via sharing this very video. So, depends on how you want to go about it. The winning raffle ticket will be drawn via a random number generator. The winning raffle ticket will be drawn via a random number generator on a date specific to that to be commissioned raffle. Again, I already said the aforementioned date. It will be done on the 27th. Well, the 27th is when it's finished, and the random number generator will be used on the 28th, where I'll announce the results almost immediately on that day. So yeah, and if you go to the post, you can see the artworks we've had previously for from the to be commissioned raffles in the past, and you know, they'll also featured in this very same video. If you need anything translated, please do ask me, and I shall do so to make it easier for you to understand, sort of thing. I know some of the people, you know, don't speak English as a first language, and if you need anything translated, I'm more than happy to do so. I'm quite thorough with the sort of Google Bing translator, going back and forth until it's the most accurate version I can assume gets the message across. And so yeah, that's the to be commissioned raffle. I hope you'll be interested, and I hope you'll take part, or at least recommend it to artists that, you know, or if you happen to know artists that you think would be interested in it, feel free to recommend them to it. I guess as a rough otherwise update, Raffle plans to upload more Raffle content this year. It's not going to be a video in January from him and then, videos in December. So hopefully there'll be more Raffle content. He really wants to have a more regular flow of it, whether it's a video once a month or a couple times a month, or even if it's a video every 2 or 3 months or thing. The thing is, Raffle videos will be popping out at a more frequent pace than last year, which shouldn't be hard to beat. As a result, there in theory won't be a month of Raffle for 2024's December. So look forward to us coming up with something different to celebrate Christmas season in 2024 and the end of the said year. Because the whole month of Raffle was because Raffle had the videos sort of like so separated apart sort of thing. As for myself, in January, it's not just this update video. On the 17th of January, there should be a new We Wonder video, a Wii game review of Endless Ocean. I hope you look forward to that. And I've already got the We Wonder done for which is the game that we'll be following, but that won't be until March time. I'm going to cut that part out, actually. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, so censor the name of the game. I'll hide it. Yeah. But in February, though, there is the Child of Light Solden Special video. So also look forward to that. And then, of course, We Wonder in March, and in theory, We Wonder in April, and We Wonder in May. So yeah, those are rough ideas of some of the plans. I've got Solden Starts planned for this year, several Solden specials, and We Wonders. This year should finish off We Wonder Season 2. I know it kind of like got dragged out. And in future years, I'm going to stick to, again, We Wonders is going to be the primary focus from me, personally, alongside Raffle's Raffle Presents video sort of thing. So the We Wonders, there should be 8 per year, and I'm having it so 8 per season. So next year, it should be We Wonders Season 3, all of the season, all 8 videos of it, within that very year. So, yeah. That's all I really need to discuss. I got under 15 minutes, which is my preference for these videos, as you all know from Solden Starts. So, again, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll have that artwork by Shy Sam up here somewhere earlier to mention that. I hope you've enjoyed these little clips and such, and cheerio!